So we've got, gosh, all of these from way back, but we've had people that have been adding things to it.
You may have read about the I'm Not Afraid of My Words chart and about the authors. It's a chart and a routine that goes with it that is meant to help children become fearless spellers. Lisa uses the chart a lot early in the school year when she sees a child trying a challenging spelling. She'll ask that child to go put it on the chart, and once or twice a week they'll gather around the chart, look at the spelling that the child has tried, look at the conventional spelling, and talk through the thinking that the child had to do to generate that spelling. But the whole goal of the chart is to help them become fearless. And so once they kind of get up and going with that, it's not as necessary. This clip, though, was taped in February during the study of literary nonfiction. And the chart became important again because children were dealing with some more challenging vocabulary to help them write their nonfiction. And once again, they needed to revisit the idea of not being afraid to spell a word that you know, but you might not know the spelling for that word. So Lisa had asked a few of the children to add words to the chart, and on this day they're going over it.
Okay, Lucas, tell us about yours. Sensitive. So, and when did this happen?
It happened, I think, happened like 4 years.
And so it's when you're writing about eagles.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with this spelling?
I just stretched it out.
You stretched it out. Okay. All right. And I like that, sensitive. Okay, you ready?
I hear the E at first.
Okay, well, let's look at the first part.
The S not.
That's right.
So did
And then think about what is going to come next. And we've talked about these a little bit.
I or E. I or E.
An I or an E. How are you thinking that, Caleb?
Because I heard it.
Because you heard it. Because we've talked about vowels, and they're in there. They're in there.
I was going to go with the I. All words have vowels in them.
They do. Okay? You see the sin?
That's another S. Sensitive. Oh no, C.
My question, though, is there's another vowel that comes next, and I always can't remember what it is.
E. I.
What do you think it is, Caleb?
I or E or A?
I or E or A? Let's sensitive.
I. D.
Sensitive.
T. V.
And you know, I think you heard a D where
Yeah.
that T is, so that's kind of close. A lot of times kids do that. Sensitive.
It's Ivy. That's a long word.
Oh, we're not finished. Just sensitive. You don't hear anything else on the end after the V. What do you think it is?
E.
Why do you think it's an E?
Because it's silent.
It's silent.
It has the E sound in it.
I'm worried about that. That I just have to wonder if it's an I or an E.
Sensitive.
Well, sensitive.
I think it's more of an E.
Tell me this. Say sensitive again like you just said it, Lucas. Shh. Sensitive. When you said V, that may really be where you got that O on the end, the way you said it. And you know, the thing about stretching out words, I need Colton to look at me. All the kids that have their name here, you are very brave, and you're not afraid of your words. When you sit down to write, when you're writing, if you come to a word that you don't know, what should you do? Should you say, ooh, I'm not going to use that word because it sounds like it's really hard, so I'm going to find another word? Should
Stretch
you?
it out.
You should stretch it out.
And write it on the word twice.
Well,
Or
I
try
don't
it.
want you. Let me tell you, I'm not afraid of my words. The whole place where this chart came from was a girl who used to just only write words that she felt safe with, which means she was too afraid to try to stretch out hard words like sensitive and hunting and windows and everything and beautiful and surprises and breakfast and invention and rush. She was too afraid to stretch out words. So she would use words that she was only just kind of felt safe with, okay? So I always told her, I said, don't be afraid of your words. Don't be afraid of your words. Well, one day, she wrote this book, and it was great. And she came up to the chair, and she read it. We're like, that is wonderful. And then she stood up and said, I'm not afraid of my words. And she is the one that said, I'm not afraid of my words. So that's the thing, is when you're writing and you want to say invention, then look, you stretch out the word and you put down what you hear. You know, you've got all these writing strategies to use. You know, Anna said, I've seen that word before. I remember what it looks like. I've stretched it out. I heard these sounds. I put down what I heard. Don't be afraid of your words. Don't be afraid to stretch them out and put them down. Think about, ooh, what does that look like? Think about, you know, well, I know how to spell this, so I can use it to help me spell this. You know, use words that you already know to help you spell new words, okay? So, and especially right now, while we're in nonfiction, there's a lot of words. There's a lot of things that animals and plants and things do that are just big words, you know, that you're thinking, wow, how am I going to spell that? So all you need to do is stretch it out. Just don't be afraid of your words.